The Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra is almost here, and one of its most talked about features is the new privacy screen, which Samsung is heavily promoting as a major upgrade focused on security and personal privacy. The idea behind this feature is simple but very practical. In daily life, people often use their phones in public places like buses, elevators, restaurants, or offices, where it is easy for someone nearby to glance at the screen and see private information. This is commonly known as shoulder surfing, and Samsung wants to eliminate that risk. When the privacy screen is turned on, sensitive content such as notifications or alerts becomes hidden when the phone is viewed from an angle. The owner can still read messages normally, but anyone standing beside them will only see a black bar instead of the actual content. This helps protect important information like banking details, login credentials, PIN codes, and two-factor authentication messages. Many users have fallen victim to theft or hacking simply because someone nearby was able to see what was on their screen, and in some cases criminals even steal phones after watching users enter their passcodes. With this built-in hardware and software solution, Samsung is clearly trying to solve a real-world problem. Because of this, Samsung has been advertising the privacy screen as one of the biggest highlights of the Galaxy S26 Ultra, but the real question is whether this feature alone is enough to convince people to buy the phone. A recent poll asked smartphone fans if the privacy screen is the main reason they plan to purchase the Galaxy S26 Ultra, and more than 300 readers took part. The results were interesting, as about 33% of voters said the privacy screen is their main reason for wanting the phone, making it the most popular single answer. However, the result was very close, with around 29% saying they are more interested in other features instead. The difference between the two groups was just over 3%, which shows that while the privacy screen is clearly important, it is not the only reason people are excited about Samsung's new flagship. This makes sense because the Galaxy S Ultra series has always been about more than just one feature. These phones are known for powerful cameras, premium displays, top-level performance, and advanced software, and most buyers choose an Ultra device for the complete experience rather than a single upgrade. Another major topic surrounding the Galaxy S26 Ultra is the processor it may use. For many years, Samsung has relied heavily on Qualcomm Snapdragon chips for its Ultra models, delivering strong performance and excellent gaming capabilities. However, in 2026, Samsung may take a different path. Strong rumors suggest that the Galaxy S26 Ultra could be powered by Samsung's own Exynos 2600 processor instead of the latest Snapdragon chip. In the past, Exynos processors have had a mixed reputation, with some older versions running hotter and performing slightly worse than their Snapdragon counterparts. This time, Samsung appears determined to change that perception. The Exynos 2600 is expected to include a special heatsink placed on top of the chipset to manage temperatures more effectively, and early information suggests it could run up to 30% cooler than previous Exynos processors. Lower temperatures usually translate into better sustained performance, especially during gaming and heavy multitasking. There is also a significant manufacturing advantage with the Exynos 2600. It is expected to be built using Samsung's advanced 2nm process with gate-all-around transistor technology, which is more advanced than the 3nm process used for Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 chip. Gate-all-around technology allows more transistors to fit into a smaller space, improving energy efficiency and performance. In simple terms, this means the Exynos 2600 could offer faster speeds while using less power and producing less heat. Early benchmark leaks suggest it may be very competitive with Qualcomm's latest processor, and if Samsung can deliver similar or better gaming performance at a lower cost, this could be a major win for consumers. Pricing is another important factor, as Snapdragon chips are expensive and often push smartphone prices higher each year. If Samsung switches to its own Exynos processor, it may be able to keep the Galaxy S26 Ultra's price more stable, which could be more appealing to buyers than the privacy screen alone. Of course, none of this has been officially confirmed yet. Samsung has not announced whether the Galaxy S26 Ultra will definitely use the Exynos 2600, and there is still a chance that Snapdragon processors will be used in many regions. Everything will become clear when Samsung officially unveils the Galaxy S26 Ultra, which is expected on February 25th. Until then, fans can only rely on leaks and rumors. What is clear is that the Galaxy S26 Ultra is shaping up to be a very interesting smartphone. The privacy screen introduces a new level of everyday security, while potential upgrades in performance, efficiency, and gaming power could make the device even more attractive. Different users value different things, with some prioritizing privacy and others focusing on raw speed and value for money, and Samsung appears to be trying to balance all of these needs in one premium device. With so much anticipation building before launch, it will be exciting to see how everything comes together once the phone is officially revealed. If you enjoyed this update and want more tech news, reviews, and smartphone leaks, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update.